Hello and welcome back to this video. We're setting up Centrify HyperScalable paths in a lab environment. And in the previous video, we activated 3 of our nodes. And for the sake of keeping videos short, I didn't activate the rest of the nodes, but I just wanted to go back and show you I've activated my node 2s and they completed successfully. Very important, right? The output of this command yields that there's no deployment active. So notice that 23 is not active. And this is an important concept because what's going to happen is this is one of the changes on how we're dealing with high availability. So you'll be able to upgrade to a new version and not activate that until you're ready. So the key here is that you can have, for example, a 3-node cluster for web backgrounds and your relays, and you could upgrade nodes, take them out of action, upgrade them, but you could still maintain like a 2-node cluster. So if you look at my lab, it is not a true highly available lab because the moment I start doing an upgrade, I'm only going to have single nodes. But that's another conversation. Let's take a look at the output. The output for the node list command was showing this before. I wanted to run it now so you can see what the output is. So I should have 2 of each. So and they're all in the same installation. So I have my web role, I have my TCP relays, and I have my background roles. So this output could be a little bit interesting, especially here. TCP relays, it doesn't make sense for them to be online and active. So this is just one of the intricacies of this command in this version of the software. So don't be confused by that. So does it mean that we can actually go and take a look if things are working? I think it does, but things are not going to work because you have to activate the installation. Notice the output here says that they're inactive. They're online but inactive. It means that, for example, our load balancer, if you hit the URL that we have set up, which is lab, most likely you're going to get a response. For example, I'm opening here this is Info version API, and this should come back with some JSON telling me what version of the database, what version of the server and client software. So it all makes all the sense in the world. And I'm pretty sure that I can hit the portal as well. But always when you're doing this type of things in a lab, you always want to clear your cache. So let's go ahead and do that. Just clear my cache of all time. And let's take a look now. So my expectation here is that we should get the bits up and running, but this should not work because the installation is not active. So I want to make this mistake in the video so you can see it, right? I could try to log in with my admin user. And I should not be able to even go past the authentication gates because this is not an active installation. But we can correct that. There is a command, and it's that set active deployment, and this actually allows us to do that. So let's go ahead and do it. Set active deployment, and all we need to provide is the ID. And you always want to do things in verbose mode, just in case something happens. So obviously I didn't provide the host name, so let's just do it right. And the host name in this context is going to be your installation name or the FQDN that which is the FQDN that the service will respond to. So looks like we should have an active set of nodes right now. Notice that everybody seems to be active, and the ones that report online, they're online. And let's just refresh. Notice that I advanced the gate here. And here it is, privileged access service. Obviously, this is an empty installation. I'm not going to install a connector. If perhaps you're new to this, I'm going to add the connector in a different video for the sake of keeping things brief. So in the next video, we're going to add a connector and go from there.